This is your boy L coming with my 30th video, and this video is gonna be about the NBA being rigged for this Game 7 that we just witnessed. Now, off the bat, I want to let people know I am not a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. I am not a Golden State Warriors fan. To tell you the truth, I have stopped watching basketball probably around 2008 or 09, like on some heavily, faithfully watching basketball. Like I watch it here and then, and like the playoffs, but not too much, And I'm older now, so it's like I ain't got time to be getting engaged in that type of lifestyle. But yeah, I just want to get on to the NBA being rigged. You understand? Now, I've been watching the game finals from 1 through 7 games, and I'm gonna tell you right now that that shit was heavily favored to LeBron and the Cavs from Jump Street from game, what was it, 3? You feel what I'm saying? From game 3, the NBA was trying to figure out how is they gonna give Cleveland their first championship. Now, this game 7, I was watching mad plays where it just seemed like Klay Thompson, Steph Curry was just disengaged, man. Disengaged with the ball. They turning the ball over. They missing their shots all of a sudden. And the Cavaliers is playing like 80s basketball defense. I don't notice if anybody noticed that, but that's what it was, man. And it looked at one-sided being called for officiating. And, you know, basically, man, this game is not, it's not at all what it's supposed to be, man. This is corporations, man. This is about Nike. This is about NBA. This is about Zionists, Jews, and Freemasons, man. You know, I remember watching game 3 and I was looking at Adam Silver. He over there in the stands giving hand signals and doing all types of shit with his mouth. And that's just to let the officiators know what to be doing. Yeah, and you people that still believe in this NBA, man, these referees have earpieces in their ears, man, to tell them when they supposed to be calling plays, man. It's like the WWE. The referee got a earpiece, man, where people in the back is telling him what to do, how to coordinate the matchup. And that's exactly what happened tonight. The NBA had the refs coordinating the matchup. Now, you notice how each and every one of these games was nowhere near close. These games was lopsided each and every game, but today's game, game 7, this game is close from start to finish. You know why? Because the refs allowed it to, you know. And people want to congratulate LeBron James as this greatest superstar ever. Get that shit the hell out of here, man. I've seen way better, seen way greatness, and I just want to keep it on the NBA and being right. You know, shout out to Nike because they the real MVPs of the game. Because Nike is now going to be able to sell LeBron James clothes and all that stuff. They couldn't sell think about it like this: they couldn't sell LeBron if the Warriors went up and beat them 4-zip, 4-1. This would have been the fifth NBA Finals loss for LeBron. You know, think about his stock market for the next day. You think that these people who control and run business is going to allow LeBron to lose? And you know, Son was always fishy about this finals anyway because before this finals happened, they was playing this documentary called Believe Land on 30 for 30. And if anybody was watching that, that right there was like to let you know that they getting ready to rig for LeBron James. You understand? This shit is a business, man. How they gonna sell LeBron James 13s, 14s, whatever, if his winning record is 5 NBA losses? You understand? See, back in the days, Jerry West, there wasn't all this endorsement deals and TV commercials. It was barely TVs at that when Jerry West was playing. But if Jerry West was playing today, he would have had way more championships than he had back then. Because the NBA back then wouldn't have allowed him to lose 8 finals. Or well, how many he lost? I believe it was 8 though. We in the Today Corporation where McDonald's, Burger King, Nike, all these corporations, man, these billion-dollar corporations getting billions of dollars every year. Greedy motherfuckers, snakes. You know, I was telling my mans after game 3, I said, yo, they're not gonna let LeBron lose, man. He's telling me GSW is this, that. I'm like, listen, personally, they're not gonna let him lose. He's not gonna lose 2 times in 2 years. You understand? You know, a lot of people think the 2010 Lakers versus Celtics is rigged. You know, because they wasn't gonna let Kobe lose twice neither. You know, and this shit was rigged too. The whole NBA is rigged. And for players like Ron Artest and Steven Jackson to come on air telling you that it's not, they're paid, man. They paid, man. They on ESPN, all that. These people have incentives to why they're gonna tell you it's not rigged. You understand? Aisha Curry, a lot of people take it as she was being bitter, butthurt, and all that. But deep down, she was actually telling y'all the truth, man. That was an insider telling you the truth. You know, just look at Game 6. Just look how the way they went and suspended Draymond. That right there messed the whole momentum chemistry up. You know, it took a suspension of a player for this team to come back. You feel what I'm saying? Which drew Game 7. And I'm gonna tell you, I was watching Game 7, and this is how I knew Steph Curry didn't give a fuck no more. Is when he threw a behind the back pass to the baseline to Steph, no, to Klay Thompson, and that shit went out of bounds. That's when I knew he gave it up. He's like, I already know what it is, man. And this game was already determined from last year. You feel what I'm saying? How the way they was hyping up. We gotta see Cleveland versus GSW part 2. This shit was hype since last year, man. This shit is like WWE, you know. It's a script movie, you know. And the people that want to say how they rigging the games, listen, the refs have earpieces. You understand? There's people talking to them in their ears at the right time. This is why I want you to call. They gotta call it automatic. You understand? And they gotta do what they're told, you know? And for many people that's gonna say I'm hating or, you know, because I made previous videos of LeBron James, man, you could all just stop it. Because like I said in the beginning, you know, I watch greatness, you know, so I know that this is rigged. You understand? Like, this is a business, man. You know, back then it was rigged, but it's not as rigged as it now. You know, they just blatantly put it on camera that it's rigged. Just like how the way they blatantly kill people on camera. They blatantly showing you a lie on camera. They don't care now. You understand? This is the era of we don't give a fuck. We're just gonna show you. You're gonna eat it. Ha. That's how it is, man. You know? And I'm gonna tell you right now that people should just stop watching basketball, man. Stop feeding into this garbage, man. You know, this shit is not at all for humanity because the NBA is run by Freemasons, man. Look up the origins of basketball. John Naismith was a Freemason. Look at the origins of any sport. It will tell you that the founders of those sports were Freemasons. The dude that invented hockey, um, Stanley, whatever his name is, he's a Freemason. Football, Lombardi, Freemason. Don't matter what you go, baseball, don't matter, soccer, don't matter. They all have Freemasonry connections. You know, sports in general all go back to being a gladiator, man. You know, it's all for the political class to distract you from the real politics. See, a lot of people caught up in basketball stats, but they don't understand politics stats. They don't understand policies and, you know, laws that's being put in place each and every day that's taking away our fucking liberties, man. Yeah, people better wake up. And I don't want to keep this too long because it's really late right now. But like I said, man, this shit was rigged, man. You know, 100%, 1,000%, a million percent, billion, trillion. It don't matter. The shit was rigged. Like I said, Nike is the real MVP. You thought Under Armour was gonna win 2 times in a year? Come on, man. Really? Like, just use your brain for a second. Take a step back and just glance at everything. Not from a basketball sense, but just a person that is being told, like, yo, get into basketball. Let's watch this. And your first time watching it, just be that. Don't be a person that's just so oblivious to everything and just going along with everything. Cause like I said, this is a business, man. And if you look at the teams that played in the playoffs, they all these teams that was playing with some small ass city teams. You ain't see no big teams, big city teams, and really going hard this year. You ain't see no Los Angeles. You ain't see no Chicago. You ain't see no Knicks. You know the NBA already rigged the salary cap for where it don't matter where you go now. You know, before, when the salary cap wasn't what it was, it did matter. Because see, I'm getting paid 120 to live in Los Angeles. You feel what I'm saying? Straight like that. And not only that, they can have 4 or 5 players on that type of calorie or on that type of cap salary. Back then, now you can't, for where you can only probably have 2.5 nice players. You can only have to me it looks like the whole league has you know parameters where you can only have 2 superstars and a half and a bunch of role players. You know, you can't have 3, 4, a starting five of just basically all stars. That's just not gonna happen today because they're gonna make one of those players feel themselves in the media. They're gonna start hyping up, oh, he should get paid more. Oh, da da da. Should get more shots. They always do that. This is a game. This is just the game for them is to be sold, not told. What I'm doing is telling you what it is, which they don't like. And a lot of people that's gonna watch this video is gonna be like, "You're just a nobody," but I don't care. You understand? Because this shit gotta be put out to the masses that's thinking that this shit is real, man. When I was a kid, I thought wrestling was real. You feel what I'm saying? I thought a lot of shit was real. I thought Superman was real. I thought there could be a person like that in the world when I was a kid and all that. But as you get older and you start seeing, if you're an adult and you still believe in these stuff, then you need some serious help. Like, some serious, serious help. Because there's no way you should still be living in the matrix where your mind is still kid-like. You should be more awakened to other stuff besides the stuff you was doing when you was like 12. And that's what the media and the government try to do. They try to keep us at kid level. You understand? You don't notice everything that's important is really kid level. Video games, you know, buying all these cars. This shit is kid level. When you buying all these cars, you look nothing more than a little kid. You feel what I'm saying? Playing with Hot Wheels or Matchbox cars. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you look like. Just keep it 100, man. You need to elevate your mind to a better state. And I ain't bringing up that enlightenment shit because I don't believe in that. But you need to you need to open your mind to being wise. Don't just open your mind. See, people want to tell you to open your mind, but they don't tell you to open your mind to be wise. I'm gonna tell you to open your mind to be wise because that is what it's supposed to do. Do diligent research for yourself. You ain't gotta just sit here and listen to me take my word for it. Like, oh, this nigga's just a hater, or oh, he's 100% correct. Just go and do your own research. Just look, watch the games over. Don't watch the games one time and then figure you just got all the knowledge of the game. Watch that shit three, four times. Sit down, watch every quarter, and just notice the officiating. Just notice how the way they just not into the game. They're not engaged like they was the other quarter, or they just faulting for the other team. It just shows you right there, man. You know, but this is what I had to say, man. I ain't stressing it. I don't care about neither team. I just want you to know that this shit is fake. The NBA's rigged. It's been rigged, you know, and the real MVP was Nike and the NBA because they got their game 7. They business corporation friends. They got the game 7. They got the milk all the money they could. And that's the thing. These people are ravishing, greedy heads. You know, if you make 1 billion this year, right? How many billions of dollars you think the NBA has made in the past 5, 10 years? I'm telling you a lot, man. You know, where's the end? You feel what I'm saying? And then they giving these players hard cap salaries. You know, Lakers just made $1 billion TV deal that has nothing to do with the NBA at all. It's just the Lakers. So that should just tell you right there, like these people's mindset. You know, like I said before, they couldn't have LeBron go 4-0, 4-1. You feel what I'm saying? They couldn't even have him lose. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how it went. You know, they wanted him to pass Larry Bird for a long time. They was talking about who's better, him or Larry Bird. Just what this past year, last year, and they bring these topics up because they getting you ready, they getting you conditioned for this person to do that. You understand? NBA is rigged, man. It's a bunch of wizardry going on, man. But I'm about to go crash. Holla at your boy up, man.